Let me ask you something real. Have you ever made the same dua for weeks, months, maybe even years, and nothing changed? No sign, no reply, just silence. And quietly you start thinking, did Allah even hear me? If you've ever felt that, this video is for you. Growing up, I thought duas worked like instant messages. Ask, wait, receive. So when my duas didn't get answered, about exams, stress, burnout, family problems, I felt ignored, especially as a student. You're tired, overwhelmed, praying for ease, and instead, life feels heavier. But Islam actually explains this silence very clearly. Allah's silence is never empty. Abu Sa'id al-Khudri reported, the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "There is no Muslim who calls upon Allah, within which is no sin or cutting family ties, but that Allah will give him one of three answers. He will quickly fulfill his supplication, he will store it for him in the hereafter, or he will divert an evil from him similar to it." They said, "In that case, we will ask for more." The Prophet said, "Allah has even more." This changes everything. A delay doesn't mean rejection. It often means protection. Just like a doctor delays treatment for the right moment. Allah delays for wisdom. You make dua to pass an exam. You fail. It hurts. But later, that failure forces you to fix your routine. Cut distractions. Build discipline. And you come back stronger. You wanted success. Allah gave you growth. But here's the deeper reason many people don't talk about. The Prophet said, "Your Lord is munificent and generous, and is ashamed to turn away empty the hands of his servant when he raises them to him." Sunan Abi Dawud 1488, Sahih. And scholars explain something beautiful. Sometimes Allah delays a dua because he loves the servant's constant return. That late-night dua, that quiet cry after burnout, that whisper no one hears, that closeness, Allah doesn't rush it. Allah says in the Qur'an, "And whoever puts their trust in Allah, then he alone is sufficient for them." Surah At-Talaq 65:3. Instant answers create attachment to outcomes. Delayed answers create attachment to Allah. Silence forces trust without proof. That's real tawakkul. Anyone can believe when life is easy. Faith during uncertainty? That's strength. You make dua for motivation, but you still feel lazy. So instead of waiting for motivation, you act anyway. You study tired. You pray distracted. You keep showing up. And slowly your iman matures. You're not worshipping for results anymore. You're worshipping out of loyalty. Now here's the part most people miss. Allah says, perhaps you dislike something which is good for you and like something which is bad for you. Allah knows and you do not know. Surah Al-Baqarah 2:216. We ask for outcomes. Allah looks at consequences. You ask for ease. Allah prepares your strength first. You ask for happiness. Allah removes what's harming you before giving it. The delay is preparation. You're not ready yet. And Allah knows that even when you don't. So what should you do while waiting? Step 1. Keep making the dua but remove the deadline. Step 2. Take action alongside dua. Tawakkul is not passive. Step 3. End your dua with trust. Ibn Abbas narrated, "I was behind the Prophet, SAW, one day when he said, 'Oh boy, I will teach you a statement. Be mindful of Allah and He will protect you. Be mindful of Allah and you will find Him before you. When you ask, ask Allah, and when you seek aid, seek Allah's aid. Know that if the entire creation were to gather together to do something to benefit you, you would never get any benefit except that Allah had written for you. And if they were to gather to do something to harm you, you would never be harmed except that Allah had written for you. The pens are lifted and the pages are dried." Tirmidhi 25:16, Hasan Sahih. If your dua feels unanswered, you're not forgotten. You're not ignored. You're not rejected. Allah says, "Your Lord has proclaimed, 'Call upon me, I will respond to you.'" Surah Ghafir 40:60. Sometimes the response is delayed. Sometimes it's different. But it's always better. Delayed duas build stronger believers. Silence grows deeper faith. Try this tonight. Make one honest dua, and trust Allah's timing. Let's level up together.